Hello. I was just futzing around to see if I could find. I was gonna add some Stream Raider stuff, as redeems, because Beer Bear asked last time. But I was trying to look for something I could use as like the icon, thinking it would be quick, but of course it wasn't. But that's right. If Beer Bear comes in, he can give suggestions for what he thinks some of this stuff should be worth. I wasn't gonna put it as much, but something. I'm going to fix or attempt to fix the wire in here. I think I put it too far down. I think I need to like clip it further up, because when I go to put the hat on, the wire is like already right there. So, I think I need to stop it sooner up, if that makes sense. Probably not, but that's okay. I don't make sense a lot of the time, so. Very carefully so I don't accidentally clip the hat. But also I don't want to lose where the wire is. That was a little bit too much. Try that. Oh, that's better. It's not like immediately as soon as I do the hat. Okay. What do we have? Steel has first and Devin got second. Welcome in. Tentacle is loose. I don't know what I'm doing anymore today. My brain has left the building. There we go. Put this down here in my little trash can the kitty keeps moving all about. We are starting on bag 13. Scroll. Okay, there we go. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing today. Let's sort a little bit. Sure I have those bucket loads. Oh, I was like, why is it so dark? I didn't turn on that light. And my living room light is off. So. That one almost looks like a lipstick. How has everybody's week been so far? We are in prep mode today, as we will leave very early tomorrow. Fantasy needs to be at her school to travel with them at like 5:40 in the morning. So, butt crack of dawn type stuff to me. And then I got Boy Wonder to do work ahead today. Mainly because he didn't actually have much to work ahead onto. A lot of the stuff for later in the week he had already done, so we got some extra work done. Hello, Alex. How are you doing today? Welcome in, Steel. We are in do all the laundry mode. Because what is it about leaving your house even for 3 days means you have to do every piece of laundry in the house. Cannot leave with any dirty laundry. I don't know what it is. Or maybe it's just me. It is quite possibly just me. I found a brew. But we are on, packing, getting stuff ready. She has to be at the school at 5:40 tomorrow morning, which is very, very early. For me, anyway. I consider that very early. You should either be sleeping or have not gone to bed yet. But nobody should be waking up or going anywhere at that hour. I'm just sorting whatever I pick up, and hopefully I will either have a bucket for it or I will know how many buckets I still need to buy. Doing so, head is hurting, and I'm pretty... Oh, and I'm persevering. I'm sorry you're not feeling well, Alex. That bug seems to be everybody seems to have been hit with a bug within the last couple weeks. Hopefully I will not be caught by a bug. I do not want a bug. Not that kind of bug. Any kind of bug. Hi, Beer Bear! Welcome in, Carrot and all his lovely raiders. Kevin! So I'm doing my pre-sorting because I fixed or attempted to fix the wire on the sorting hat. I made it a little shorter. So that way when I go to put the hat on, the wire's not right there at the brim. It's up a little bit. Now I gotta scroll back, or I could just do this because it shows me more. Hi, Marmar. Welcome in. Obviously, Yeti, Carrot. Okay, I thought that would be better, but no, I feel like it's worse. Maybe because I'm used to looking at things one way and then Firebot looks different, so my brain is like, nope, that's not right. Welcome in, Rabbit, and Kevin, and Marmar, and Carrot. I think I got everybody. And anybody else who came in with Carrot? Okay, Alex. We will see you when you get back. Today I'm working on the castle grounds, but in an effort to sort the many Legos my children have gotten, built, and then taken apart, I try to sort a little bit each day. And I have recently bought a 10-drawer sorty thing and got buckets in it to make little dividers. But I can't ever remember what I have a bucket for and what I don't, and I'm still moving things around based on if I gotta move it into a bigger container and stuff like that. So I don't want to start marking the drawers with what's in them because it probably won't stay that way. So I just have been repeatedly working out of the same container and sorting, and then at the end, when I don't have a bucket for it, it goes back in here and I try it again next time. Yeah, I still have a 68 quart tote, and one of those. Thank you for the follow, Marmar. And then I want to say it's kind of generic-y. It's a square and it's got wheels on the bottom, and it's meant to hold brick building, Legos, whatever. But I still have that to go through as well. So this is my attempt to sort, because if I don't do it on stream, I will continue to put it off. And so I try to sort for like 10 minutes, and then the other 5 is like meant to be like finding the right drawer and putting it away. But I was trying. Oh, no, you can't come up right now, Kitty Kitterson. Oh, fine. I taught you uppies, and that was the biggest mistake. I taught her uppies with treats, like to put her paws up in the air when she wants up. It only took like a day of training. Unfortunately, she picked up really fast. So now when she does it, she won't accept a no to picking her up. She's like, nope, you taught me and I did a thing and now you must pick me up. Like, it's not an option anymore not to pick her up. No, that is an accessory for... Is that 2 blocks or 1 block? It's 2 blocks. Welcome back, Alex. Yeah, if I don't do it on stream, I won't do it. I know myself. Self will be like, ugh, look at that annoying bucket in the corner. And then when I die, it'll still be unsorted. So I do a little bit each stream. I have a feeling most of this will bind up back in this bucket, and I'll try it again next stream. But I will have a better idea of how many more buckets I need to buy and what sizes. So I just roll with it. Biscuits. I approve. That's a good reason. I had to go this morning to pick up my meds. You call in the prescription, they tell you what day it'll be done, and go pick it up. And then I had to go to the grocery store to get road trip snacks, because you can't drive anywhere without road trip snacks. Anything more than an hour or 2, depending on where you're going, requires road trip snacks. You better get your claws out of my arm, kitty. There it is. You cannot... Oh. Okay. Well, then lay that way and don't stick your claws into me. I don't appreciate that. It hurts. Yeah, like, I mean, have you ever really tried to take children anywhere without snacks? It's not a fun experience. I don't recommend it at all. I have wound up with another baby. I said the other day, it's like having a baby all over again. It cries, I have to pick it. I think I got the neediest cat they had there. Because she will literally cry when people walk out the room. And somehow she's learned to tell time. Or at least it feels like it. Even if it's a weekend, she knows what time Crazy normally gets up. And then she'll start crying at the door because he hasn't come out yet. I'm like, okay, cat. I appreciate it. I understand what's going on, but it's not a weekday. He doesn't need to get up at 5:30. Yeah, even as an adult, it's not good to travel too far without snackies. Yes, I definitely feel like I have acquired another child, another baby specifically. And if I let her on the desk right now, she'll just, knock everything off. She'll be like, oh, this is fun. And everything will be on the floor. I see your brick tax, and I will do it when I have space. Right now, there's a million things on the desk, so. dogs for you. Okay, so I need to get like tons more little ones. I have to put you down, Kitty Kitterson. And she's got like 17 names now. Yeah, so I got like, you know, standard road trip snacks. Starburst, beef jerky, meat sticks, Sour Patch Kids, gummy bears. You know, all the important ones. Okay, I don't have any of those. Nope, none of those. She's needy though. I think she has separation issues. I know you're crying and I set you down. I'm a horrible person. I know I taught you uppies, but I can't pick you up right this second. Fine, help yourself. Night-night. You'll eat them. Stop. You're gonna, like, make my computer do all kinds of things. Yeah. Yeah, it's all of them. Like, she has so many names. Which one are you? Nope. Yes. Really? Well, you belong to the floor now. Oh, this. I mean, frankly, she'll come to about anything. And we have had numerous dogs, and none of the dogs we've had have ever played fetch. This cat will play fetch. You can throw it, and she'll run, get it, and bring it back to you and be like, here, do it again. I was like, well, that's interesting. No dog we've ever had would play fetch, but the cat will. Nope, one very similar, but not exactly the same type. And not you. You. Yeah, like that. You belong to the floor now. Yeah, like, if I wasn't holding the cat, I would attempt to pick it up, but, it's the floor's now. The floor now has a Lego piece. Yeah, it's... Like, my arm is just bent at that angle. Okay, yep, none of these, the rest of these had a bucket. So they all go back in the big bucket until I buy more smaller buckets. Right, like, no! The cat, the ground will just be like, hey, I will start building Legos now. Oh, I stole it back from the floor. That just means that drawer is too full, and I need to empty it out into a larger container and put something else in that drawer. Hello, kitty. What are you doing to my computer? I don't know what you just tried to make the computer do, but please don't. Hello. Are you ready now? No? Okay. Yeah, I taught her uppies because sometimes she would run at you and then, like, be all around your feet and you'd try to pick her up and she'd run away. And I'm like, okay, I guess you don't want up. So I took the treats and I was like, okay, uppies, uppies. Nope. Starbursts aren't for kitties. Starbursts are not for kitties. And now she's like, put my hands up. Okay. We can start Stream Raiders. Beer Bear. What do you think for points? Like, I'm not meaning for them to be like expensive or excessive or anything. So I was thinking like 100 for any like scrolls, and then like 200 for I don't know. This is why I suck at making points. And then I forgot to check what the Templars and Warriors. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like start at 50 for like the 50 gold, like 200 for the 200 gold or above, and then like 100 for like regular scrolls and 200 for ones that are a little bit more uncommon. Templar. What did I make that look like? This one. Yep, no problem. You join whenever you can, or not join at all. Either way is good. I just wanted your opinion on how much to charge for them, because I suck at determining those things. And I was trying to add them like as I do like the 5-minute intro, but I couldn't find any. Like, I figured if I could just search real quick for like scrolls and I could find a little clip art thing and do. It did not do. It didn't do anything. It no do did. And I gotta do brick tax. I did not forget about you, Crazy. I was looking for a birthday clip too that I could like just push off when I know it's somebody's birthday, because tomorrow is Crazy's birthday. Oh yes, Rabbit, I named my new cult follower baby Chibi. Your daughter is your child is now part of my game. Really? That's step 10, which is not a whole step. Getting one piece out is not a step. Because I named another one Joe, and I was like, that's it. Now all your children are going to be part of my cult. Because I suck at coming up with names, too. So I was like, oh well, all the children who belong to people in my chat, if I know their name, they're now going to wind up as a follower. I want that one. And point to Lennon. No, hey, he can have one. In June, they are coming out with a Tuxedo Cat Lego set. Let me see if I can find it again. Okay, so that was brick tax. Technically 10 and 11, because taking one brick out is not a step. And all my things fell out this bag, so I got put them in now. Yes, I was looking for like a birthday clip thing that I could like, or an effect that I could set off when it was somebody's birthday or almost their birthday, you know, or just missed their birthday, whatever. But I could not find one. Crazy levels up tomorrow. Ow, you bit me. I know you were trying to get the bag, but you got me instead. Ads start in 1 minute. Listen, kitty. You're the one who climbed up here, getting upset with me about it. Just sit. Are you gonna be feisty, kitty? You're gonna toss the box with the books in it off the table. Okay. Oh, 13. Oh, okay. I thought 13 had a bag and a buddy bag, but it does not. It only has one bag, a small bag. Yes. So apparently I couldn't find... Oh, that's what fell. Oh, part of the community build is now the floors, and I don't know where it went. Did Kitty take it when she ran away? Well, literally part of the community build just ran away. Oops. Yeah, I just tell him in June he can have the Lego set, and then it doesn't, you don't have to change the litter or, you know, teach it uppies or buy it way too much. The kitty owns it now. Yep, it's the kitty's. She'll bring it back eventually. If I can get my mouse to work. Let me unmute it. Oh, 13. Oh, 13. Oh, okay. I thought 13 had a bag and a buddy. Oh, did she, like, literally grab it off the table and just leave with it? She did! She's such a turd. Oh, okay. I thought 13. Yeah, she's such a turd. She'll bring it back eventually, hopefully. If not, I'll have to search all over. Can't believe she just walked off with it. Like, she didn't even, like, think twice about it. She's like, okay, this is mine. And she sat on my keyboard, so, like, I don't know where... Oh, there we go. I was like, I don't even know where we are anymore in the instruction booklet. Listen. So, bit of brag time. Fantasy won first place in the charcoal category at her school's art fair. And she's going to nationals tomorrow. And Boy Wonder has a perfect 100% in 2 of his classes. Like, his grade is A 100%, like 99.5, like literally 100% grade in 2 of his classes. I put her picture in Discord. She drew dragon wings. Right? Like, this is brag time. If your children have done something cool, feel free to brag about them now. This is brag time. Or if you don't have kids and you've done something cool this week that's brag-worthy, brag about yourself. We can have brag time. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I will figure it out eventually. I guess I need to put in a window where, like, I can do Discord. But... like, viewing. Yeah, I mean, I was like, woohoo! I didn't even know she could draw that good. Oh, I know how I can show you. I sent it to Crazy in Facebook chat. I think I did anyway, though. Maybe it was a text. It was probably a text. Yep. Okay, never mind. But you can go to Discord and look at it if you wish. But I was really impressed. I mean, she's always drawn and stuff like that, but I was like, woo, that is fancy. I can draw stick figures. That's it. So she did not get the artiness from me. I mean, I craft, but that's not nearly the same. 1, 2. No. Why do I keep grabbing like these extra long ones? This way? And this way? I feel like my chat, or I'm a little more chaotic than usual. My chaos is just kind of like, ah! Yeah, like, I can draw a flower. Oh, that's fantastic! No, I don't think I heard that, but that is fantastic. So our local zoo, the one that's only like a half an hour from us, is having an over 21 like wine and sip thing, kind of like we did in Memphis, except this time it's also a con. They want you to dress up as dragons or Renaissance and come and walk around the zoo in your con wear, in your cosplay. I don't have anything that I could wear to that. Your chaos is rubbing off on me. I am always chaotic. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I do not wear, like, I don't have anything to wear for something like that, but that is pretty cool. They're like, if you have like Renaissance dresses, you can wear that. You can come as a knight, whatever. Oh, look at that. No stickers. It's automatically on the block. I love when they're like that. A wild stone journer. Don't ask me to pronounce that correctly. I rub off on you, Carrot, too. That's why you now do diamond dots. Oh, and I got, I ordered one of those kits I was talking about, Rabbit, where it had all the, like, things you would need to crochet. It came Sunday, I want to say, in the mail. I can show it to you. Oh, please. So you got, like, this cute little bag, as I knock everything over. It's a pretty decent sized bag. And then you got this little box. Everything's still basically in the plastic, but you know, you got some stitch counters and some, I think they said they're row counters, like row markers. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 8 of these with the rubber handles. And then you got your standard metal ones. And then a snipper. A thimble. All I do is crochet, no matter what. Gotta crochet. So it's been a day already, so I got myself some cookies to go with my lunch day. If only they didn't frown upon drinking at work. Yep. And I guess these are supposed to be like, you can make it, like, use it as a ticker, like to count your rows or whatever, to keep track of your row count. And then it came with little eyeballs for making, you know, the, or whatever, the little creatures. A Gumi, I know I'm gonna say it wrong. Then your plastic needles, and just showed Joe the clip and he's laughing. It is funny. I had to like watch it. I was like, it's there and it's gone. Son of a bitch. She just took it. Like straight up. Like a small child. It's like a toddler. It's like having a toddler all over again. Of course, measuring tape, and then they said these were needle guards or something like that. Do you like? I'm guessing you put it on it to help like push it through, or maybe on the end so you don't poke yourself. I have no clue, but it came with that, and then the zipper that never ends. Okay, yeah, it has a zipper back here that you put stuff on, and you could put this like over the handle of your like luggage. It would slide on over because it's got the hole. And then it came with stuffing fuzz and 15 little balls of yarn to practice with. I mean, you can actually make something, but you know what I mean, like you can either practice with it, or so you have something to start with and you don't have to go out and buy yarn too. And it wasn't bad. It was only like $30 ish. Yeah, on trips. Yeah, on trips to nationals. I thought about it. I was like, I could make that the other little octopus in the car. Okay, so we did that. Knitting nipples. Have you seen those where they make the boob? You can make anything dirty, and sometimes you don't even have to try very hard. I can knit all, or I can crochet all the things steel won't, like the penis pot handles, the handle covers for your cast iron pots. That's the deal when you consider this. Right, that's what I thought. I thought like it was part of, I think it was part of like, their daily deals, whatever they call them. I just clicked like, because on the side you can change it to like just a certain category. And so, yeah, the willy warmers. You crochet penises. You do like a penis scarf where you have testicles on one side and the head on the other. I've seen that. It's funny. Okay. Yeah, that's the right size. I got it. Yes, there's a bunch of peen things. You'll never run out of things to make. Nope, considering when I sew, it's always for children. Crocheting can be for the adults. Make all the peen things. Give them to the authors. They would love it. All I ask is don't do the horror amis. Like The Exorcist. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. And let's not get ahead of ourselves. It took a while to even make that octopus. I'm not like speed crocheting or anything. I should get Boy Wonder to see where she ran off with that piece of Lego set. She probably made it to the kitchen and dropped it. Either that or she took it over. So we like hardly ever use our front door. We use the carport door to get in and out. So by the front door, there's just a pile of packing paper because she loves to like run at it and then jump in. So I wonder if she took it over there and like hid it in the paper. The Speedy one is steel. If I took commissions, I don't think there would be anything I wouldn't make. I am pretty sure I told Book. Yeah, you just couldn't do it on stream. I am literally. Listen, I was pretty slow when you were here. Oh, I put those on wrong because I wasn't paying attention. And now I have to fight with them to get off. Ooh, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. I guess not. From not knowing what I was doing at all to 2 days. I have an aptitude, though, for, like, picking stuff up. I taught myself to sew. I had no instruction. I didn't even watch a YouTube video. I just got a sewing machine and started to sew. I mean, it's a little like Lego. There's very clear instructions in each pattern. And unlike crocheting, you don't need a decoder ring. Welcome in, Radiant Moon! It worked! I did an auto shout out for you, Radiant. I was like, now, did I do it correctly? Because it's been like a whole week since I did it, so I could have possibly forgotten how to already. You're welcome! I write people down on a list, and then sometimes I remember to look at the list and add those people. I did Grand Admiral Quack too. I was looking for a quack, like a duck quack, to add, so when he comes in, it goes quack, 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 quack. But I didn't find one I liked yet, so I have to do a little more hunting. Put that little thing on, and then this little thing on. Then this thing. And this thing. Onto there. I don't know. It says she's a Japanese VTuber. It's... Yeah. Yeah, because he's a quacker. It's Grand Admiral Quack. So yeah, I need to find like ducky noises, like quack, 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 quack. Yeah, I don't know. It's Frosty picked it. I didn't do anything different than on anybody else's intro. I mean, I changed like lovely, awesome, cool, whatever, but not like settings wise. For some reason, it doesn't look like it pulled Radiant's Twitch info. Yeah, I don't know why. It pulled. Well, it says twitch.tv and then her thing, but I don't know. That's so weird. I swear I pulled... Maybe I did it wrong. Let me check. It's quite possible I did something wrong, because I don't ever pay attention. Or I do it wrong like half the time. Edit. And I did chat. Yeah, because I did viewer arrived Twitch. Then, you know, her username and chat. Didn't... That is super weird.
We have always lurked among you.
Okay, but back to crocheting. It can't even let you have that. Thanks for the alert, Steel. Yeah, I don't know what it pulled. I mean, I said, like, viewer arrived Twitch. Like, it specifically says Twitch behind it. And then... Yeah, shout out to the lovely Radiant Moon is like the shout out, like little title you can put in. But I don't think that would have changed anything. Well, that's what I mean. I have like exclamation point SO to the lovely, like, because I'll be like SO shout out to the awesome rat or whatever, like. Oh, it's because I put it instead of just shout out Radiant Moon, it went and found something else? What do I have for carrot? Edit. Oh, I guess I just have. Okay, I'll change like that part, and maybe that's what it is. Who knows? I certainly don't. Okay, I changed it. Oh, maybe. Okay, I didn't realize that. Let's see. Okay, it worked that time. Well, now I know. I was trying to be fun, but it didn't like it. Okay, now this to this. I don't want her to eat the Lego, but they were both pretty big pieces. But who the hell knows what that cat will do? Okay, it wants you to put on the little brown piece and then the thing. But I'm not doing that because I will chase that thing everywhere as I try to get it to click on. When Stream Raiders goes off, I will probably, well, I will go hunt it. See if I can figure out where she put the Lego pieces. I'm doing what you want. Why aren't you doing what I want? Maybe I put that in there too far? They are up a little bit higher. Mean Show is loose. Oh, and then it escaped. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why this is not connecting the way it should. Maybe it shouldn't connect. Maybe it's just this. Oh, that's what it is. It's the little pole through the middle there connecting it. It doesn't really, I don't know, sit correctly, and it's annoying me. We won't look at it too hard. Ooh, fun. I love when I unlock a new character. Okay. Now, we pinch those so they are like that. So I was like fiddling around on something. Oh, it was Twitch, but you know what I mean. Like I forget what I was trying to do, but fiddling around, and I clicked like the clips, whatever, and it was like your most viewed clip. It's still, what hole do I put this in? When I was building the Range Rover, it is the most viewed. Hello, Devin. How is your day going? Mine is going okay. The cat stole the Lego piece right off my desk, and in a few minutes I'm gonna have to go find it. She stole half the community build right off my desk and ran off with it. Carrot even clipped it. So another pre-printed brick back there. It's a little crooked, but I can't really, like, well, maybe it's not crooked. Oh, it says the ceiling in the Great Hall can be enchanted to mimic the night sky. Okay. Then put this here. And we put the Great Hall right here. Hydrate. I have my don't let the muggles get you down cup. Okay. Stream Raiders. Oh, nope, I'm trying to put them next to each other. They want them. Welcome in, Laura! That's alright. Thank you for the alert. Hopefully you're having a good day. I figure you're probably at work, so hopefully work isn't too bad. It went right here on the side. Oh, and it says, immediately after arriving at Hogwarts, first year students are shown to the Great Hall where the sorting hat determines which house will be their home away from home. Okay, stream raiders. There are 18 of us on the battlefield. Yeah, done with the meetings for now, so can chill and work in quiet. Hope everyone is having a good day so far. We are, the kitty stole the piece of my community build right off my desk, so I have to go hunt it while this is running. Got it! She made it all the way to the coffee maker with the build, which is pretty impressive because she had to take it upstairs. Like, there's a step between our add-on, like, I don't know what you'd want to call it, den, whatever. And there's a step up there to the kitchen, just one single step, but that means she had to carry it in her mouth upstairs. Like, she took effort. I will do. Oh well, Beer got everything this time. I'll give it to Beer this time. We'll do random next time. I've been trying to like go back and forth between the two. Back to map. Ooh, let's do this special. I love specials. Hopefully your meeting wasn't too bad, because I know sometimes meetings should be emails. Yeah, I can do the brick text now because I went and found it. Warrior was the other one they wanted me to do. Let's go somewhere. Let's do that. That way we're kind of like not just out in the open, they have to walk around things to get to us. Brick-tex. Are you back? You back again to steal something, you little turd? Okay. She's probably looking for the piece like, hey, I left it there. Where is it now? Okay, we can take this piece and put it underneath there, and then there. Here's that. That is your brick tax. Okay, now they want us to put on some like fancy little, looks like geodes almost, crystal formations. One there, and then, nope, that's not right. This one down here. There's like a flat side, and then the other three sides are kind of more springy out. You forgot about your 1 o'clock? Oops. And then this almost looks like bubbles or little balls. But they want that right there. Trying to get it situated. There we go. It says, the trees are built with Lego, crystal, and ice cream elements. Okay, so that other one must be ice cream. And a little magic. Shift that to the side again, because we're working, you know, one piece, one big piece, and you eventually add it, or a small piece, and then you eventually add it to the bigger build. So I will not be on Thursday, but I will be on Sunday, which is Mother's Day here in the States. I know British or UK Mother's Day has passed already, but still, everybody gets a happy Mother's Day. I was thinking on Sunday, I mean, I normally VOD everything and then just port it out to YouTube, but I was thinking of turning the VOD off on Sunday, and we can listen to whatever kind of music, because it won't be recorded. I can't get dinged for, you know, copyright. We can listen to music or whatever while we play video games. Come on. What are you trying to do, cat? Oh. She put her toy in her playpen and she was trying to get it back out. I shall inform Joe it's coming up so he can get me a present. See, yeah, it's Sunday here in the States. Be like, you missed ours, but here's your do-over. You have a little do-over. This one. Shorter. No, stay on. These are like wibbly wobbly all over the place. Okay. Oh, we built a bridge. supposed to connect this to? I guess here? Ah. There we go. It's really barely attached to anything, but it is there. Okay, give me a second to try to, so you can see where it kind of went in there. Right across here. And then the poles reach down into the bottom. It says, the viaduct bridge is not only iconic to Hogwarts silhouette, but it is a central location during the Battle of Hogwarts when Professor McGonagall enchants the suits of armor to do their duty to the school and protect everyone inside. They head towards the bridge. It is also a key moment during the first take of the Triwizard Tournament when the Hungarian Horntail soars underneath of it to chase Harry. I don't know about you, but I love all the little tidbit facts that they put in the books, whether they're like Star Wars or whatever. You know, it's just like little factoids, but I really enjoy them. On to bag 14. Oh, there we go. This child. She messaged me earlier saying there's no after-school art because her teacher wasn't here. And I was like, okay, well then you can just go to archery practice and get one more practice in before you leave tomorrow. And she just and then nothing. And I was like, lunch has passed. Could you let me know, what you're doing? So I know whether to pick you up or not. And she just messaged me, never mind, I have art anyway. Miss Wiggins just wasn't here at that period. You can't let me get. You can't let me. Only 2 more weeks of school. And then I won't have to worry about it for 8 weeks. That's a lie. I'll start worrying about it after about 4 weeks. Trying to prep for the next year. Okay, we need more ice cream. And another crystal. Turny. And we find the right block. Oh, ice cream here. And this one here. So I guess they're wanting them to be trees in this set. So it's 80 degrees here today, and I don't know if I'm ready for it to be that warm. But Rad had some crazy storms roll through yesterday. Tornado watch warning, whatever. And we're supposed to get similar storms tomorrow. So I can't say that I'm not happy that we are going to be out of town for them. But 'tis the season here for one tornado after another, or the possibility of one tornado after another. So Steele has to worry about hurricanes because she's in Florida, And depending on which part of where Carrot is from, like snow. Where is this piece? I am probably staring at it. What kind of wonderful weather do you get to deal with based on where you are? You don't have to tell us where you're from, but different places have different, like the West Coast deals with mudslides and earthquakes. There's the word. My brain farted for a moment. Different places have different types of weather. It's hard to escape. So what kind of nasty weather? I know Kevin has tons and tons of snow. And where we lived before, was like snow and blizzards. Like, literally snow from any time in October till Mother's Day. Boo. Silly. We don't need to get a lot of flooding. But you don't personally. Yeah, like, I mean, every place has... I know when I lived in England, I lived at Lakenheath. I lived technically on Feltwell. But either way, it was very rainy. Like, perpetual mist. And like our little carport thing in front of the house we rented would like flood all the time. And then when we moved on base, it wasn't that the flooding didn't happen the same way because of the way like the car parks were done and stuff, but it was still like that perpetual mist around here. It can happen. Right. That's not funny. It cannot follow us. So we used to joke. Literally, a tornado has happened at like every base we've been to. So right before we left the base we live near the base. We don't live on it anymore. But like right before we moved out, like a month before, tornadoes hit it. And then when we lived in Nebraska, right before we left there, 2 tornadoes hit right around the base. And then when we lived in Virginia, there was a tornado not far from us. Like, not a very strong one, but still a tornado. So then when we moved to North Dakota, we're like, ha ha ha. You guys ever experienced a tornado? Because wherever we go, they have one. Be prepared. It's not allowed to follow us. Oh, we turned again. Turning. Okay, so I gave Crazy got a new chair because the caster on his chair broke. He bought the warranty thing. They sent him money. He bought a new chair. So then he also bought stronger casters for his chair. So he put the casters from the new chair on the old chair, and I took the old chair, and now Boy Wonder has my old chair. And I'm getting used to like the difference in the chair. You know, like you're like, why is this not? I will tell you, when we lived in North Dakota, it was by far the best weather prediction of any place we've ever lived. Like, if they said you were gonna get 8 feet of snow on Thursday, you were gonna get 8 feet of snow on Thursday. If they said there's a blizzard's happening, you had one. It was by far the best weather prediction of any place we've ever lived, which was nice. I joke around about it because here they'll be like, they'll be like actively doing the weather. You know, the weatherman's on TV actively talking about the local area, and it'll be like, there's a chance of rain today, but only like 5%. It's not gonna rain. And you look out the window, I'm like, dude, it's actively raining. What do you mean? They were like, we're not going to have one. And it wound up, I don't think we had one while we lived up there. But I mean, we had. So the first winter we were in North Dakota was like the worst winter they had in some time. We had like 12 and a half blizzards. Don't ask me how you can have the half. They just predicted it. Like when they were talking about it, they would say that we had 12 and a half blizzards. I feel like this is somehow not right. Holding it like this. Did I do something? Oh, I put it on the wrong end. Yeah, we wound up not really having one. Like, we didn't have one up there. But yeah, it was like one of the worst winters they'd had in quite some time. I was like, oh well. They figured they couldn't get a tornado up here, so we'll punish you with all the blizzards. I mean, blizzards are very common up there, but like they normally have like 2 or 3 a winter. Yeah, it was 12 blizzards and they averaged 3.5. It was really weird. I'm like, how do you get half a blizzard? But I understand when you're doing like averages, you can, or you know, that can happen. But it was just funny. But yeah, we had 12 blizzards the first winter we were there. And something like 120 inches of snow, like over the course of the whole winter. Like, what was it? It was crazy the amount of days you had below 40 as well. And then the bridges were underwater when spring came, and like it melted and came down the Red River. It was bad. Was there one? I can't remember anymore. But yeah, we joked that like everywhere we go, there's a tornado. I mean, we were only in this house like a week or 2 weeks, and we had really bad come through. Oh, that's right, it was. Came through and we had like no power for like a week. and we had just barely been in the house. Yeah, I was like, everywhere we go, the damn, like, what the hell are we gonna do? I'm like, oh well. Okay, hopefully he goes to sleep and stays asleep. I know it's a large ask, but you know, every once in a while. Not for me, but for you, Alex. It makes me happy that my kids were sleepers. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it was unpleasant, but overall, they were pretty good sleepers. Sometimes it was the issue getting them to go to sleep. At least Boy Wonder, Fantasy was pretty much, it's bedtime, honk, and she was out. But Boy Wonder would sometimes scream the roof down. Yeah, it's like we can't catch a break. I would still rather live with the like constant blizzards and the large amount of snow than tornadoes, though. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, but the houses up there are really built for it. The really good insulation and all that. Like, they are built to like withstand that kind of stuff. The houses here, they're not built for cold at all. And really, I think every new home they build should have some kind of tornado shelter. But they're like, oh, that's extra. And I get why it costs more. But, like, I think should be part of a standard build. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to have a house built, it should be part of the standard build. And like I said, I know it would make the house cost more, but I mean, you definitely have somewhere to go. But it's getting feisty. Right, like, and to think if we were to move to North Dakota, my weather would be gender improved. Well, you would technically move south, so isn't it always better when you move a little south? Like, the weather just gets better? Especially in Tornado Alley and Dixie. Right, like, I understand the fact that it would increase the cost of the home, but if you're already building it from scratch, why not just like make that part of the standard build? You'd think it would be like some safety regulation, but nope. Where are you, you other piece? There it is. I mean, so half the cost, I think, with them a lot of times is that they're having to like rip up stuff to like add it. You know, like people who have them added to their garages, you know, they have to bust up the concrete or whatever to put the thing down there and then refill around it. If you're already like there's nothing there and you're already like incorporating it from scratch, there'd be some reduced cost to doing it. People don't want big government telling them what to spend their money. You have to have seatbelts in your car. You have to have fire smoke detectors in your house. This is just another safety thing. Like in California, they take the fact that they have earthquakes into how they build the houses and what they build them out of. Like, why not do the same thing here? To be fair, the Dakotas weather is generally close to the same as what I experienced. It is. I remember you saying it's fairly close to like the same type of weather you have. And I'm sure your insurance company like would like give you a break, like a deal or something. I don't know. Maybe not. But, a safe room. They're not having to pay out because somebody died in their tornado. Yes. Is that so, Kitty? Oh, you weren't even gonna take the risk that I told you no. You're just gonna get up yourself. Oh, the floor just got another brick. Oh, your butt is on my keyboard, kitty. Just a smidgen to the left. Thank you. For commercial buildings, I don't see anything on the invoice of cars that says how much I'm spending on seatbelts. There is an added cost to this. A little bit, but it would be less than adding it from a already finished house because they're not having to tear anything up. So there would be some, difference in what you price after the house is built compared to before. I know, I'm just saying. Like, it would make sense. And just because you don't see the added cost of the seatbelt doesn't mean it's not there. It is padded into the price because it is something they have to put in the car. It may not even be a whole lot of money, but I'm sure if you asked for like a complete breakdown of the price, it would be in there somewhere. Oh, kitty. I'll move this out of your way. True, but still an extra $5,000 minimum for a storeroom. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I completely understand that it's a price thing. But at the same time, it makes so much sense to just do it. Look at all the peoples. There's 55. 55 good guys. Excuse me, Kitty Kitterson. No, ma'am. You already took my Lego and ran off to the kitchen with it. You can't have that. I need to get, like, a little sling. Oh, you went back there? You went back? Okay. She just, like, purposely slid down behind me. You distracted me, Kitty. I didn't get to see how many of the bad guys were on the field to start. You're the one who climbed back there. I don't know what you want me to do. Whoop! We won! We won! I picked last time, so I will let the computer pick this time. Ooh, and I get monies. And Berserker Scrolls. Oh, and the money I got for free completely paid for the upgrade to the Berserker. Isn't that nice? Okay, I don't see anybody waiting to, you know, waiting to be improved. So let's see. Okay, we're in ads. Go down. Ooh, we in a big bossy battle. A loyalty super boss chest. It's thinking. Okay. We do it this way because they'll still have to come around. Just a reminder, if you put stuff in the purple, your character will like stay there until till like nobody else on the field can move around, and then will come out. I don't care if you put them in there, but it's just I have, when I first started playing, I didn't realize that, and I put like a big guy in there, and I was like, why isn't he going out to like fight? Because they don't do that. It's a defensive zone. They don't come out of the defensive zone until, like, there's no other option, basically. Thank you, Amaze Spidey, for the, epic. Hi. You don't want to be back there anymore? Have you changed your mind? Why do you always want to sit on my keyboard? You cannot sit on my keyboard. You have to sit over here. Do you like the build so far, Kitty? I know I had tuna fish and I didn't share with you. Okay. Says the quad courtyard is an outdoor meeting space for students nestled near the clock tower. You're so soft.
Soft kitty, warm, soft kitty.
like 15. Squeezy kitty. 15's in a plastic bag because while I was trying to like move the bags around and sort them, it just ripped. So I had to put it in a bag real quick so I wouldn't lose pieces in the box. Like I grabbed it and this whole like piece of the bag just ripped off. I was like, oh no. With the hail coming tomorrow, we'll need to cover the plants. Yep. Yep, I figure tonight we'll bring in those 4 buckets and put them underneath the car or underneath the carport. I see your brick checks, and I will do it as soon as I finish putting these pieces in the bins. You look sleepy, kitty. You look sleepy. Why don't you lay down and take a nap? Ta-da! That was the whole step. Sometimes the steps are not very exciting. This piece. This piece. This. Okay, right there. And here. There you are. It's crazy. She'd rather fall asleep standing up than just lay down. Oh, you heard me? Yeah, there you go. Just lay down. Just lay down. And that goes there. 14 of each. That's crazy. We'll just do this. Oh, Mankey escaped. We're not paying very well attention to the pokies today, but that's alright.
Squirrels in my pants!
Squirrels! It's MP squirrels in the pants. Just take a sleepy sleep.
Mom, Phineas and Ferb are
I see your hydrate rabbit, and I'm going to do it as soon as I can get this block to. Why does it work on every other one? Because I put the wrong block on the wrong type. And eat sugar. Okay, I see your. If only making a video game was a simpler, right? They made everything look so simple. Like, let's go to the beach. Like, everything they did was like, okay, we thought about it. Here's the plan. The roller coaster through town. But I will admit, if my kids were like, if I had to watch one show all day because of the kids, I would rather it be like Phineas and Ferb than some of those other like toddler shows where like the animals just made noises, like they didn't even like pretend to be people and talk. It was like ba ba moo, like they're having a whole conversation, which is great, except you're a cow and a sheep. I will do the hydrate after I eat the sugar. Just lay down right here. The kids have a Phineas and Ferb movie, and I still watch it. I gotta get the what you doing sound clip. There you go, kitty kitterson. They made really everything look so easy. So easy. It's a wee bit ridiculous. You're like, oh, I wish. Built a time machine. Literally traveled through time. Sorry, somebody's me. Just making sure it isn't the child. I did that step. Got a flag bearer and fairy nightmare skins with my keys. Nice. Do we like that on Sundays? Would we rather play that kind of fast-paced version of Stream Raiders? Where you get the keys and stuff? That's totally doable. We can do that. Like I said, I tried to do like the versus one, but I didn't realize you literally had to choose somebody. I thought you could do like, okay, I'm ready, and then it would just match you up. But apparently it doesn't work that way. You have to pick somebody. And with them, you don't so much pick a winner, like, you know, like a person to get the prizes. It just gives everybody the same keys, the same amount of keys. I mean, I can't do it while I'm building, but like on building streams, but definitely on like video game streams or streams where I do like Diamond Dot or whatever. It might even be iffy on the Diamond Dots, but you know, like when I'm playing video games. It is like super muggy out today too, like super humid. There's some binoculars in here. I wonder how those are eventually gonna play into the set, where they're gonna go. And Kitty is sleeping while standing. Oh, I spoke too soon. I think I saw it yesterday or this morning, was the first like trailer preview thing for the Cursed Child of the Harry Potter series. I didn't get to watch it though. And I've seen several like almost kind of like what Danny does, like the review type pages where they're like, "Oh my god, have you seen the people that are going to play the Harry Potter characters in like the HBO remake?" I have not like read anything about it, but they're like, "Oh my god, check out who's playing what." Or who's playing who, I should say. Get in the hole. There we go. Kitty, what are you doing? You didn't like that spot over there anymore? Nope, we turned again. Sorry, Kitty. I'm really liking, like, there's a ton of detail for like the size of the blocks in this. I was skeptical, which is why I kind of put off buying it. But because you know, pictures are like, oh, okay, but does it really look like that, or how does that work? Sometimes the pictures just, I don't know. Like, you can Photoshop things, you know? Maybe it's not gonna quite look as nice as they, you know, made it look. Because sometimes they look different in real person than they look in the pictures or just up close. But I'm really liking the way this is turning out. Okay, bricks. There we go, that's better. Okay. One of these. Ooh, quick balls at the ready. A wild drowsy. Oh, I see now. I was like, that doesn't. How are you gonna do that? You just rotate it.
This whole game is rigged.
It most definitely is rigged. Are you a sleepy kitty? Okay, so we did this one like this with this side, like the long pieces up. So then the next one we do opposite and they sync up together. And then this one we do this way. Go your timer balls. This one goes like this, and then see it made round. Kitty Kitterson. Oh, she totally just like put me way back at the beginning. I guess not way back, but oh, we're close. There we go. Get like one of those kitty sweatshirts and just stick her in it, or a baby sling. We trimmed her nails last night. Not like a lot. Just clipped the very end, like the very sharp pointy tip. Because they were getting a wee bit sharp. And I was tired of winding up with claw marks. Oh, that's... So they're going to take the binoculars and put spires in them. this. Ooh, trying to get them to go down further, but they don't really. That's about it. It says, and one fell out already. The office of Albus Dumbledore, the small towers on the main tower, is built with Lego telescope element. It is. Unfortunately, they fall out very easily. The floor has already gotten 2 of them. Like, you barely touch them and they fall back out. Which is not great with Kitty Kitterson, who will eat them. Or when you're trying to build and you barely touch them and they immediately fall back out. That definitely feels like a glue or some kind of fastening. Hey, no bites. Something, because they fall out very easily. So then, again, you're sitting on my keyboard. Can't you just sit, like, right here? You wanna get down? That works, too. There you go. Go sit in your cat house. But yes, if you build this, watch out for those little, what is supposed to be Dumbledore's office. They fall off very easily. The binoculars don't have much depth to them, so it just falls out. There we go. This. And I'm just gonna go there. It says, you wouldn't think the sprouting towers on the headmaster's tower could be an architecturally sustainable structure, but of course at Hogwarts, everything is possible. Back 16. About a minute and a half-ish on Stream Raiders. And I want to say it's an all choose. Yeah, because it's our 3rd battle. I normally start it fairly close to the time stream starts, but today was a wee bit of a mess, so. Okay. I have returned. Welcome back. The floor has got more Legos since you were here, but I did have to stop and pick those up because they were tiny ones that I'm sure she would have eaten if I had given her even the iota of a chance. Hope I skipped a step because it's up, down, over instead of just over. I hear you, Stream Raiders. He's in bed and excited. The zoo is a fantastic place. I'm always excited when we go to the zoo. So are my kids. They love the zoo too, and aquariums and science museums. We're weirdos in this house. The zoo is so much fun. Even if you've been to the same zoo like 100 times, I still find it fun. There are 53 of us. And 87 of them. I think we can hold our own now. Especially since we can shoot at them through here and they have to walk around. I don't get to go. He's going, well, that's still fun though, but I'm saying, I love the zoo. You can be a weirdo too. Everybody's a weirdo, just in their own unique way. So there's this guy, he's kind of like a sciencey guy, and he does like comedy stand-up, and he was talking about how like it doesn't make any sense. In high school, the jocks are like, you guys are weirdos, and to the math guys and stuff, and he's like, but let me tell you, you're a nerd too if you can recite like somebody's statistics, like how many touchdowns, how many yards, whatever. You're a nerd too. You're just a different type of nerd. So we all get to be weird, It's just a different type of weird. A different type of nerd. But I do. I love the zoos and I love aquariums. We defeated a boss. I didn't pay attention to what I got. Oops. I can upgrade my shinobi though. But yeah, I like it doesn't matter how many times I've been to the same zoo. I'm like, oh, it's excited. I get to go to the zoo today. Hence the reason we have 2 zoo memberships. Our local zoo, isn't really big either. But that's okay. I kind of like that. Like, so we have membership to the Memphis Zoo, which is a fairly large zoo. And then our local zoo is smaller. But I can take the kids and they can it's a slow pace from one to the next. There's no rushing because there's so much of the zoo and you're trying to all get it done in a certain amount of time. It's a small zoo, so you just take your time, slowly mogate around. I was only upset last time because for like the longest time we've been going, and every time we go, there's a funnel cake truck there selling lemonade and funnel cake. This time, like what's in that pen? Plants. They have a whole corral thing, like circular thing, with nocturnal animals that are almost never out to be seen. Like the Memphis Zoo has nocturnal animals too, but they have them inside and they have the reverse lighting. So during the day the lights are off, and at night the lights are on, and so then the animals have like flipped their day and night. No, they just have them like outside in the bright sunshine, and they're like, these animals are nocturnal, and you're like, dude, we're never gonna see these animals. I think we've seen them once when we got there on like a not that bright day, like as soon as the zoo opened. But generally, we never see them. And then they have another area where they have like otters and stuff. We like never see the otters out. It's too hot here for the otters. Like they should be inside. Like an inside exhibit. You know what I mean? Where you can control the temperature and stuff. But what do I know? So I know what you mean. Like, some of them you walk by and you're like, oh, what's in there? Nothing. There's nothing in there. I think the smallest zoo we've ever had a membership to was the zoo there in Fargo, North Dakota. Now, all the animals there were animals that could deal with the cold because it was cold. So it was nice that they had animals relevant to the zoo's climate, if that makes sense. And the zoo was open all year round because the animals were, lived in that type of an environment. I forgot to switch back. Scream! Alright, you. Slide! Okay, we have this, then this, and then... Oh, poopsicles. Squeeze through there. There we go. Come on. There we go. Jesus. That little tiny circle one did not want to go there. But I mean, that zoo was super small, but the kids still loved it. We went trunk or treating there, and we did like Christmas lights at the zoo there, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, pretty soon it's going to be so hot here that you almost never want to go outside. Get you back. Which I don't look forward to, but... Tease? What's tease? Oh, you're not what I want. There is an amusement park not too far from us that we're considering getting season passes to. It's about an hour. Maybe he'll run himself tired and then get back in bed. One can hope, right? That he just gets so tired he passes out from running around. Okay, yep. I can hold things in my hand without dropping them. Right? Like maybe let him run 10 laps and see where he's at. As long as you're not going to have like an angry neighbor or upstairs, downstairs person, why not? And as long as it isn't driving you insane. Okay, so this. Took my brain a second. I'm looking at the instructions and I'm like, huh? Oh, just turn it to the left. Don't you hate that? Like, you're staring at it and you're like, I don't get it. And it literally just, turn left. But your brain's like, nope, I don't understand. I feel like that happens like more than it should. Let me just sit here and stare at the directions for a minute. We're building like a whole doorway thing. Oh, did you guys see they released the winners of this quarter's Lego ideas things? There are some really nice ones on there. There's a Scooby-Doo set. And like, originally I thought it was bookends, but it's more than bookends. It's like a whole like row of books, but like stuff in the books. I don't know how to explain it. I'll have to pull it up. But they look really cool. So, Lego's gonna get all my money in the future. I should just prepare myself and save up now. Some more printed blocks versus having to do tiny ass stickers. I love when they're printed, and these are nice prints. There is one tree blowing in the wind in our parking lot. Just one. The other 20 are perfectly still. Listen, that particular tree has something special. It's a wind, it's all its own. Nobody else. Yeah, like it's got its own thing going on. Or it's got ants. It could have termites. I mean, it is a tree. Its leaves are just blowing in the breeze. It's dancing to the beat of its own drum. Okay, so this is what we've slowly been building. Little bits, little bits. And then we're gonna take that. Oh, I was like, you want me to what? They want me to, oh, you can't see it. Ooh! They wanted me to move this little arm out. It was like facing forward like that. So they wanted us to smush it out. Now this will go here. Yeah, maybe it's got squirrels in its branches. Doesn't have pants, but you know what I mean. Squirrels. Okay, then put these four together. Maybe birds are really getting busy in the tree. So Fantasy has been helping her art teacher like crazy get all these pieces for the art show like done up with a border and everything. And like last week or the week before, the art teacher sent out an email like, "Hey, it was kind of a general one, but like, hey, thanks for all the help for the students, and I can't believe all their beautiful artwork." And the art show, or like where you can come and like walk through and look at everybody's pieces, is May 9th, which is Thursday, when we're also at Nationals. There's another printed block. Again, these printed blocks really look really nice. And so I emailed back and I was like, unfortunately, we cannot be two places at once. We will be in Kentucky. Okay, now we do peaks all the way across. That is the wrong one. And on Monday, they have some kind of, I don't want to say awards because it's not really awards, more like a recognition banquet. Not banquet, but like ceremony for the freshmen. Helps if I put the brick on correctly. You said Joe's got school, like his school doesn't end soon. He's got quite a bit longer to go to school, which I know, countries, states, hell, even cities within each state, each have like their own, start stop time. Kevin, if you're still here, how much longer do your kids have left on school? I imagine your oldest has less time because it's his last year, and seniors don't always go all the way. They have their finals and then they're done, depending on the school. But yeah, he's got a while yet. Yeah, I remember you saying that he goes quite a bit more, and that's because he starts much later. So I mean, it makes sense. It says the girls' lavatory are located in this part of the castle. Maybe Moaning Myrtle will stop by as you build. Just watch out for trolls. And I will show you what area they're talking about. So, come on, lift. So they're showing like this front. Oh, we still can't see very well. This front piece here, and they're saying the girls' bathrooms are located in there. So maybe Moaning Myrtle will come by where you're building. But, you know, just be careful of trolls, because they busted into the girls' room. Can't even go to the bathroom in peace. Trolls busted in. Okay, I've been trying to keep it to 4 bags, but this build and next build I can do 5, because there's like 10 bags left. So, you know. That's what, because there's 22, so it'll be 18, 19, 20, 20, yeah. So we can do another bag today. And then we can look at some of the new releases that got, like, they've gone through the approval stage. That was released the other day. And the ideas page, you can go to it and vote for the different sets you like, and that's how they come through and get made into sets you can buy. You vote on them, and they have to end of June. Elder Scratch and June 15th. Hit make it emotional. I imagine it is emotional. Kitty, really? You're gonna climb in my little trash box because you like the plastic? Fine, roll around. Just don't eat any of it. End of June. So they have like a whole month longer. And it really does depend on like your start time. It's hard to like I know how old fantasy is, obviously, but like then to think about like she's done with her freshman year of high school already. She only has 3 more years to go. And you're like, where the hell did the time go? Because like yesterday she wouldn't talk to anybody but me and her brother. Even when Crazy came home, she wouldn't speak to him. Like, and now, you know, she's done with her freshman year of high school, basically. It feels like, or very much feels like the time just poof. They start at the beginning of 7. Yeah, and ours start like early August. I think next year their first day is like the 13th of August. And like I said, I mean, I know like each state is different, and hell, cities within each state are different. I imagine it's the same way in Canada. Different provinces and stuff, and then different districts within each province can potentially be different. Not like drastically different, but different. Okay. Nope. Not the wrong one. This one, this one. It's a sea of khaki. I don't know what you... I'm calling this color khaki, but it's like a sea of khaki. Like everything is starting to blend together. I love Harry Potter, but I don't think I can do another set of Harry Potter right now after this. It's the sea of beige. I'm gonna need some color in my life. Some color in my builds. Like we gonna have to do. I thought about doing the wave next, but it's pretty much the same color scheme. This kind of khaki colored brick and white bricks, and I'm like, oh, that was a plan, but I think I'm gonna have to do something else. That's it. I'm going to start the Camaro after you get back from Kentucky. That would be a nice thing, a nice set. I keep looking at the convertible, and I'm afraid. Like I'm like I want it, but do I want it? Like how bad do I want it? Do I want it more than this? Blah blah blah. You know the cycle. But at the same time, then I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like the James Bond car, where I put it off, and now I'm gonna have to spend a small fortune if I want it. So just get it. Yeah, I'll have to do a different set with some color in it or something. But I have two fun hole sets. I have like a medieval apothecary tower and a cabin, and I also have the tranquil garden, and then I have some smaller sets like some more brick heads and some flowers. So I have choices. It's just when I was thinking, I was like, oh, I'll do the wave next. But I've seen enough of this color for a while. Some more of that printed window looking block. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Is that on there? Hello, Catacane. How have you been? Hopefully your week so far has been going well. Wait, no, there. We are still working on this. We'll have one more stream of this next Tuesday, and then we'll be done with it. It's gonna get a home on the shelf. Woohoo! It's always good when the day is done. I mean, at least the work day, because even if you have household chores, you can do them at your pace. Or not do them. or in ads. Like, why does that not look right? Because it didn't clip down right. Okay. I prefer not to. Me too. But something about knowing I'm going to leave the house for a couple days, you know, means I have to do like every kind of laundry. Like all the laundry must be done. I cannot come back and face laundry. I mean, I will, but something, I don't know. My brain's like, do the laundry. Maybe it's so that I have like every option possible of clothing to take, so much as I don't, instead of like, I don't want to do it when I come home. Maybe that's a different way to think about it. Three more of these. Go. Now we're roof. And a million of these. Not really a million, but a lot. I think our cleaning supplies that I've been waiting for got delivered just a little bit ago. It sounded like somebody was on our porch, although I've thought that several times before, only to open the door and there be nothing there. Like no package, no nothing. Nobody was there. Welcome back from ads. Let me make sure I'm holding this correct so I do the next part correctly. There we go. So I don't remember if I told you guys or not, but last week or the week before, somebody knocked on the door, so I had to go answer it because they ignored the Ring doorbell. And I went out, and it was this guy, and he was like talking about like selling security. Basically, it wasn't like ADT, and it wasn't like Ring. It was some like Ring adjacent company. Our neighbors have them, and they hate it because you have to pay monthly, and you have to sign a contract and all this stuff. But there's like no way to get out of it once you do it for like 3 years or something like that. And okay, so there's 45 of I keep pressing back instead of start battle. Anyway, he was at the door and he was like, I noticed you have a Ring doorbell. Have you heard of us? And he had like a clipboard and a little lanyard with a name tag on it, you know? And he's like, do you have any other cameras or things like that? And I was like, dude, do you honestly think I'm going to tell you if I have a security system, if I don't, where my cameras are, all that kind of stuff? And he was like, no, I completely understand. And I was like, you said you saw the ring, but you still didn't press it. So, and he's like, no, I did. It didn't work. And I pressed it, and it was like, there's someone at your door through the house. And I was like, sure, it didn't. And I just shut the door. Kevin and Akhmat? Yeah. But I was like, I don't care if you have some lanyard with like anybody can go to like Kinko's and get one of those printed up, like you know the little cards with your picture on it and the business name. Like I don't know that you really work for them. I don't see a car with like their name of the business on the side. You have like just a random polo on. I was like, dude, I'm not telling you anything. Don't come to my house again. I want to talk about Hinky. If this is how you like try to get new customers, you really need to rethink your methods. Templar Scrolls. May I suggest changing the way you do that if that's truly your method for getting new customers? Yeah, I'm not doing that. We had something similar happen like not long after we moved in. These guys pulled up in like a Jeep. It didn't have any like markings on the side of the Jeep like it was a company car or anything. Even like, you know, those temporary magnetic ones. Nothing. And the two guys came up to the door and they had clipboards and just polos. The polos didn't say ADT or anything like that. No company name. And they're like, yes, the person before you used ADT, and we just need to make sure that we got all the equipment out of the house. And I was like, excuse me? And they're like, yeah, we just need to come in and make sure we got all the equipment. And I was like, that sounds like a you problem because you're not coming in my house. I just bought this house. And if you guys failed to get all your equipment out before the previous tenants or owners, whatever, left, that's not my problem. And they're like, well, we just need to make sure. And I was like, I don't give a shit. You're not coming in my house. And I was like, I have seen no kind of security equipment, nothing in this, like no boxes where they could have had like a, you know, like a panel, nothing. And he was like, well, we just need to double check. And I was like, you have about 30 seconds to get off my property before I call the police. I was like, you're not coming inside my house. Like, I had shut the door behind me and I was sitting outside on the porch. I wasn't even like kind of half in the doorway and half out. I was like, nope. And they're like, he's like, ma'am. And I was like, you ma'am me one more time. Like, you honestly think that I'm just gonna let you in my house because you have a clipboard and some name tags? Like, hell no. I have seen this movie. It doesn't end well for her. And he's like, well, we just really need to make sure we get our equipment back. And I was like, then you should have did that before the close of sale, because technically anything in the house after the close of sale becomes mine, whether it belonged to you or not. So call the previous owners or whoever you have as a contact point and complain to them about it. Because you're not coming in here and you're not getting anything out of this house. It's always like, do people like really fall for that? Because I can guarantee you I'm not letting anybody I don't know in my house unless I know you're supposed to be there. Even like we've got like that extra home warranty insurance type stuff, and we contact them first when we need like things fixed around the house. And even them, they'll tell you like the name of the person that's supposed to come and what company they're with. And I will like, can I see your work badge, you know? And they're always like, yeah, sure, here. And then I let them in. Like, I'm not just going to open the door and let anybody in. You could be lying and not the maintenance guy. did it. Yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty much get off my lawn. Like, I don't, no thanks. You reek of hinky bullshit, and I'm not interested. I didn't pay attention to the fact that there were different ones of these. Like different printed blocks. Yeah, like the fact that you're like, well, just let us. Like, no. Like, if you were really a company, you'd be like, okay, no problem. We understand, ma'am. We'll get in contact with the previous owners or previous tenants. But you keep pushing to come in, and I'm like, no, thanks. This doesn't seem hinky at all. Like, why does it not say the company name on the side of your vehicle, even if it's a temporary, like I said, magnetic one, because they allow them to use their personal vehicles? Like, it's very suspicious when they have, like, no company logo on the car or their shirt. Just a lanyard. Like, no thank you. No thank you. Okay. This is where we're stopping for today. We'll have 5 bags left for the next, or the last part of this. But I wanted to... Right, like, I mean, I would be a little bit more like, can I see whatever? But, like, you have nothing on your card, nothing on your shirt. I'm not even talking to you. Get off my lawn. Go away. Yeah, I'm definitely like, no, I don't think so. Like, you can spout me whatever line you've come up with, but you're not getting in my house. Right? Like, yeah, like, I don't even want any people. Okay, so here's the Tuxedo Cat one. It's releasing in June. Like, June 1st, it says. Let me scrolly web browsing. So this is the Tuxedo Cat, which I am definitely going to get, and it's really close to how London looks, so I bet with a slight modifications, I can make it a London Tuxedo Cat instead of the Tuxedo Cat that everybody else has. But they have some, let's see, Lego ideas. Of course, now my brain's like, how do I type that in? I'll just go to the Homes website. There's probably... Yeah, that cat does look angry. Oh, here we go. These are the ones that... There are 48 ideas qualified for the first 2024 Lego Ideas Review. So I don't think all 48 wind up getting built. But, like, these are then, like, whittled down from, like, people like us voting, and then Lego decides which ones are actually feasible to take to production. So, like I said, I'm not saying that all of these are definitely going to get made, but they have a possibility. So, there's this Spirited Away set, Appa, the Sky Bison. I voted for the Venus flytrap because I need more flowers to go with my other flowers. And I voted for these geodes too. There's Shrek's Swamp. The kitty was sitting on my keyboard, so I wonder if she changed. Right, like just all of them. Make all 48 go to production. Then there's this Hello Kitty set. I voted for this Grinch one because that's adorable. I know, I really liked the geodes, and like these are just like what the designer came up with, so they still have to get polished by Lego, you know, like fine detailed things they changed. You just tell them, be like, you can just send me home And I can help my wife get ready for the trip tomorrow. Look at this medieval tournament. I can almost guarantee that this set will go through to production to go with the medieval town thing they just did. Like, to continue that line of set. So I have, I really think this one will get pushed through to production. This Among Us one, I mean, it made it past the voting, but I don't know if it'll get made. Like, to me, I don't know that many people. I mean, the game is huge, but like, do enough people who build Lego want to build a Lego idea set? I mean, obviously, because it needed like 10,000 votes to get to production, like to this review stage. But I don't know. And I don't play Among Us, so I really don't know. I like this cherry blossom one, because again, I need more flowers to go with my flowers. They're lonely. This Roman Forum, I don't know if that one will get built or not. I mean, it looks like it wouldn't need much fine-tuning. Yeah, like maybe if they made it a board game set where you could actually play the set. I don't know. But this Roman set looks like it wouldn't take much fine-tuning, so maybe. Wizard of Oz set. Again, I don't know about this one, if it would make it through to production. It's kind of busy for the size it is, like a lot of stuff crammed in one space. But maybe. I don't know about this either, because this is almost... I mean, it is space, not Star Wars, but it also kind of leans a little towards the Star Wars-esque, so I don't know. This one is pretty cool. And it would probably move. And this one is interesting, but I don't know. Like, it's Metallica, so I bet they would have to collaborate with Metallica in order to call it Metallica. Like, they could make it generic band, but you know what I mean? And this is kind of cool. It's a Suitcase Express. So let me see. Like, it moves. So if they make this set, it's going to be pricey. It's going to have all kind of Technic moving parts inside. Not that I'm opposed to it. It's just going to be pricey. An Outer Wilds? It looks interesting. I voted for this one. I want this to go to production. You guys would be sitting here watching me struggle bus it, but I want it to go to production. Again, I think this one might get pushed through, because to continue that medieval theme, because they did a medieval blacksmith and now they released the town square or whatever. So I think those two are high possibilities to continue through to production. They've done a few shows and stuff, so maybe. I don't know how truly big Brooklyn 999 is. I think it's one of those shows that makes me want to slam my head against the table because I feel stupid watching it. Like, I can feel my brain cells dying as I watch it. I'm sure it's funny, but I can't. My neighbor Tutoro, and I'm sure if I butchered that, I'm sorry. I don't watch the show, so I don't know. But it looks cute. I like this tree, the way they did it. Like, made it look full. And this is kind of an interesting set. So, it's curved, and all your chess pieces are inside, but then you would take that off, lay it flat, and you could actually play chess. So that's kind of interesting. And again, like, a lot of the medieval sets got to this review stage. I like this one. It's a bee farm with all the little bee things around it. Lego Gundam. I don't know, again, because isn't Gundam, is Gundam a type or is it like trademarked? Because if it's trademarked, then they have to work with the company, you know. So I don't know if Gundam's more a style or if it's like a specific trademarked item. And I liked this one a lot. There's so much fine detail, like in the closer up pictures. And look, it glows in the dark. See, like the trademark stuff, like when they do Disney stuff, they have to work with Disney to get permission. So if it's trademarked, they'd have to work with Gundam to get permission to build it. So, you know, like that complicates things. Because it breaks down to, they're going to have to essentially pay them some kind of trademark fee in order to mass produce it. So, like I said, not all of these are gonna make it to production because these are just based on votes. So, these are all the little, like, sea creatures not attached and pieces. And then yeah, they got the fish that glow in the dark with it. I really want this one to go to production. Yeah, companies are more willing to work with them, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying that's like one more factor into whether or not it's likely for it to go to production. But they show you like this is one side and then the next. This is pretty cool. And you got scuba divers.
This whole game is rigged.
And sharks. And then this is inside the jellyfish. It's really like a deep sea water station. Kevin and Kata King, congratulations. So I really hope this one goes through. The Rocky Reef Restoration. This is pretty simple, so it might get pushed through just based on how simple it is. And then this is like an architecture type one. The Prague Dancing House. And look, it's Nemo! I want this one to go through too. And then Coraline's house. And I voted for this one too, a vintage record player. How about a baby Highland cow? And the Scooby-Doo Ravenwood Mansion. This one looks like it has a lot of detail too. But can you imagine how many bricks that is? It's going to be expensive if it does go through. But it has all kinds of like hidden traps because it's Scooby-Doo. That one's pretty cool too. Then they have a Greek holiday one. Men in Black Agent K's transforming jet car. This bridge in Budapest. The Great British Bake Off. I would totally do this set. That show just makes me hungry though. At Egyptian Pyramid Temple. Throwback. A Walkman, some some cassette tapes and headphones. And I voted for this one. I need it to go with my bugs. I like how there's so many different colors in it. And there's a canal boathouse, a crescent moon rock sculpture, this thing from Portal 2, brick decks. Yeah, I don't play Portal. My youngest does, but I'm like, I don't know. It's something from Portal. It looks interesting, either way. I always think it's funny when people around Christmas time post the Portal Christmas trees, where they have like the bottom half of a Christmas tree, uh, going through a ring into the ceiling, and then down on the floor there's another ring with like the top half of the Christmas tree coming out of it. We put these pink and red rocks on there on the side. I always think those look cool. That's about as much as I know about Portal. Sewer heroes fighting the Fatberg. Wolfpack Castle. Laurel and Hardy Theater. I don't know. This is pretty cool too. This sushi boat. This is really nice too. The Heart of Japan. I almost think this will get pushed through because they've been having a lot. Like they had the Wave and the Starry Night. So to me, this is along those lines. So it might get pushed through to kind of keep those type an already established line going. And I need this. I need it. At first I thought it was just bookends, and then I realized it had this center. I mean, I need it. Right? That's really nice. So this is the first quarter of this, and this one is the third quarter for last year. They had this Heritage Museum, the temple, and like I said, not all of these get pushed through to production. These are just what was voted on. This one's kind of cool. The Moon Palace. I think a version of this is what's coming out next on the 18th. The Artemis mission, a version of this. So this is what was in ideas, and shop coming soon. Here you go, Steel Simba. It's only $20. Look at the Mandrake. The Great Hall. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. That's not what I was trying to find. I wonder if it's closer to... Well, let's do Idolo. That'll get it up faster. So this is the NASA Artemis Space Launch System. And this is the Artemis. So I think this is what the idea was. And I think when it went to production, this is what it looked like. So see how they took their idea and like built on it. Like changed it a little bit. So I think that is that, if that makes sense. They had the Lego Anatomy, which I thought was cool. I really liked it, and I was like, I hope it goes through. Another Coraline house. So in 2 quarters, they've had a Coraline house go through. Twin Towers. And this, more plants. Happier Than Ever. It's like a inside a TV sitcom type deal. A modular, maybe, because I haven't seen a modular in a bit. I mean, they had the museum at the beginning of the year, but Phineas and Ferb, I would totally build that set. The space, the telescope, the James Webb, Harry Styles, a microscope, sequoia trees, Tesla, Working Canal. This Christmas set is kind of cool too. Wreck-It Ralph. Rainforest Froggies. The Majestic Crocodile with Steve Irwin. Classic Tractor. Forest Base. Vintage Service Station. This is kind of cool. I want this sea turtle. No Man's Sky. Pirate treasure chest. So like this would like fold up to be a chest. Queen Elizabeth. Mechanical flip calendar. That would be cool because that would actually probably like be functional and work. Which I like the Legos that turn out to be like functional and work. Another Coraline. This is pretty cool. I would build this. It could sit next to my other one. Simpsons. And this is cool too. A working log flume ride. Obviously no water, but. IKEA! The A-Team. Wonka. But yeah, those are, like I said, they're just some. They pick so many every quarter. It's usually like 48, 50, something like that. But not everyone comes like not everyone gets pushed through to production, and some take a long time. Even though they get pushed through and chosen, like it takes a long time for them to come out because they're supposed to have Lego Ideas a Jack Skellington house, right? That I know I've seen. So this is the Jack Skellington that got approved, but again, it doesn't mean it's gonna make it to production. Usually they'll do like updates and let you know like where it stands. But there's no updates on this one. There's 5 official Lego comments. Yep, this one got approved for production. So, and that was in February of last year, and it still hasn't released. So that was over a year ago. So, I don't know, like when it's supposed to come out, but like to just give you reference, like just if it gets through and chosen within this year, it's still probably not going to come out till like next year. It takes a while for them to like make it all the way through the phases. Like they have to fine tune the design and then bring it through all the way to production. So it still takes a while. We have less than a minute on Stream Raiders. Ooh, Rad's on. We can just mogate into Rad. I guess I should ask him if he's going to be on much longer. Because I don't want to, like, raid in raid in if he's getting ready to raid out. But, there it is. Press the right buttons. There are 53 allies and 80 enemies. We're going through them pretty darn fast. We did it. Since this is the last one, I'll pick May Spidey, Catacane, and then, well, not me, because I can't pick myself, and Kevin. And I'll work on adding some redeems. People can choose, spend their channel points if they want to, get a prize for sure. Okay, Brad said he's about to leave, so we won't raid into him. I didn't want to raid in like somebody who was about to get on. Okay. Let me scroll, dang it. I'm looking at makers and crafters. I'm trying to find new people to raid into, but I have not always had success. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to raid into him if he's raiding out. So I'm trying to find, a new person that I don't necessarily know to raid into, but I don't always have luck doing that. So like one time the person was absolutely silent. No, that's a right raid. Rad. I like to raid into people I know, but I want to try to start at least once a week, like raiding into somebody I don't know. I try to spread the love. Oh, but also, somebody who speaks English. Lambas? I don't think I know Lambas. Oh, Lambs is bread. Oh, we'll go into there. Because she, I think, I don't know. You know what I mean. I just recently became acquainted with them. There's the word I'm looking for. I have to keep going back because my OCD makes me 95% sure I'm going to spell it wrong. There we go. You should see me the first time I make a sewing pattern. Like the first time I sew something, it's like constantly back and forth, back and forth. Absolutely sure I'm gonna mess it up, like all the time. thank you for everybody who came and hung out and deals with my erraticness, because I'm crazy. And it's not organized half the time. I won't be on Thursday, but I will be on Sunday, and it's Mother's Day on Sunday, so I think I'm gonna turn my VOD off. Like, I won't record that stream, and then we can play whatever music in the thing, and I won't get in trouble for copyright infringement. But thank you all for coming and hanging out. It's always great to hang out with you guys and chat, and you can listen to me ramble. Have a wonderful weekend.